How's it? Today's April 29th. It's Wednesday. Really short jerk workout today. I did 10 total sets, power jerks with 5 top sets, and then some jerk dips with some light pause front squats, and then some pull-ups to finish off. Um, I'm not sure how I feel about these power jerks, mainly because when I push, like I feel pretty strong, and then when the weight gets to be over my head, it's kind of not as stable as it used to be, or not as stable as I think it should be. And with how my hip has been feeling, right? Like I'm fairly certain that doing the split jerk would be really bad. It would really hurt. So um, yeah, it's kind of concerning a little bit, you know. I say this literally every video, and I'm probably gonna keep saying it. I don't like complaining about it, but it is limiting the things that I can do and how I move. So here I did I worked up to 210, I believe, for 5 triples. And that's kind of a weird number because last week I did doubles up to 225. They're like 3 doubles at 225. They're not super easy, but at the same time, I was doing push press for triples at 210 earlier this week. So in my head, like doing the jerk should be higher than the push press. So it's kind of whatever. I think it's just another starting point for me to build upon. It's always better to start lighter for me because I'll tend to overshoot my actual progress, and then I'll have to kind of pare down what I'm doing and then restart everything again, you know? So here's my first top set. I didn't feel super powerful when I was doing all of these. My left knee, for some reason, like inside my left knee was achy. And that's something I don't ever feel. It's usually behind my left knee where my distal hamstring tendon has a tendinopathy type thing. So it's it's kind of a weird sensation where I feel achy. I don't normally feel achy in my knees specifically. So I mean, the bar is getting pretty high, um, and you can see that like I'm kind of out of position. I wanna like push from the drive from the dip and stick it and like hold it and be very very strong there. But it seems like I'm not reaching the position I want to be. So yeah, you see how there's that kind of weird turnover with and then like kind of in and out positioning of my elbow. Uh, in my opinion, that right, it's super evident there. In my opinion, that shouldn't be happening, especially with such a lightweight. So I worked. This is my last set. I worked to fix that and stick it as good as I could. That was um that was so much better there, and it still happens, but it's just I think when I make the conscious effort, no, that was better as well. I think when I make the conscious effort to finally actually do something, it usually happens. Even there, that was better. And that's, the third rep is the hardest rep out of all of them. So then I move into some jerk dips. Um, these don't feel too great on my upper back, but good news is my hip is okay. You know, the injury collector back at it again. Um, Steve said just do a couple sets of like 3 to 5 at my best, around my best clean. So I was like, okay, yeah, like around 285. That's like 130. That's probably reasonable, but turns out I got to 275 and I was dying. I actually wanted to do sets of 5, but I only ended up doing triples for all of them, for all 5 triples, or for all 5 sets. Um, it's kind of strange for me because this isn't something I normally do. At the same time, the jerk is something that I normally do not struggle on. Like if I can clean it, I can jerk it. Um, so in my head, the jerk dips should be relatively easy. Not they're not going to be super easy, but just like relative. Yeah. Looking at these now, they don't look like I'm struggling too hard, but I can tell you for a fact that I thought I was gonna like not be able to do all of the sets. I was doubting my ability to move on to the next thing. My upper back, the biggest issue with my upper back right now is that whenever I try to get a deep breath with the bar loaded on my shoulders, that's when it hurts the most. And so as long as I don't do that during the set, then it shouldn't be a big problem. So that was my last one. And after that, I did those pause front squats just to drill that range of motion. Something I think about here is that when I have to be more aware of how my hip engages when I get into the hole. You can see the first rep, second rep, and the third rep looked all different there. I finished off with some bodyweight pull-ups, just like 3 sets of 10. But yeah, that should be it for today.